Hello, my name is Josh Burns, and I'm going to be sharing the game I would recommend for teaching kids about how to build rockets and space planes and the physics behind all of that with utilizing Kerbal Space Program that is available on Steam. The very basis of Kerbal Space Program is for you to help the Kerbals, an alien race on a very Earth-like planet, in building their own NASA-like space program, while other Kerbal space programs are building themselves. As you can see in this video, we have our own administration building, our own training facility for our astronauts, a spaceplane hangar, a vehicle assembly building, research and development, tracking station, mission control, and last but not least, our launch pad out here. Oh, I used yellow. Our launch pad right here. So with this, we build spacecraft to do missions and go through and do scientific surveys, etc. It is a very autonomous game in of itself, and you even have the impact of day and night, as you can see here in the game that I've got set up right now. It is definitely night. So the big part of the Kerbal Space Program and how you advance through the game is performing missions that you get through mission control. You can see several different types of missions. They range from R&D to testing different types of liquid or solid propellant engines to going through and doing various applications that were going on. And they get you credits and points to level up your science capabilities or just get cash to build spacecraft. Now, this very much prescribes itself to the Plex theory, Plex learning theory, where you learn through player experience. So, Stephen Mallory actually did research on the Kerbal Space Program and showed how quite a bit of Kerbal actually goes to this theory where you base yourself upon things such as danger and you enjoy the game basically based on danger, based on challenges, based on complexity, and other types of algorithms and things that Kerbal actually really helps you with, because it is dangerous when trying to help these aliens build their spacecraft, because there's always a chance it can explode, but it's complex because you have to go through the physics of building such an object, which we'll talk about next. This video right here is going to show you a big part of the learning theory behind Plex, and that is creativity, as well as the simulation of what we're doing here, which is building a rocket. But it also talks about the autonomy that we need when doing this. So Brad Berry et al. Really discusses this in particular with science-based games, where if we have autonomy to a point, that we gain more satisfaction out of learning. So there is some autonomy with us going through and selecting what pieces we need, as you can see through the creativity of this, but you also see things through the training as well as through the mission status that we need to get to certain places. So there's a little bit of autonomy and guidance. And then you start seeing things like the parachute there, and where we're clicking right now is our launch setup. So 4, 3, 2, 1 is actually when we disengage each of these solid rocket boosters. So it's a really great way of showing and how to set up to somebody when we're going to have thrust and when we need to disconnect and how much fuel we actually have. Are we going to reach orbit, etc. Ultimately, this is all about accomplishment, as you see here, and firing off a rocket and getting it off the ground into space. And through that Plex theory, this is how we go about doing that. But then you see a failure. And what you just saw right there was that I fired off my liquid booster way too late for this video. And it was fantastic. So I've got it paused at this point. But this is a really great game in showing people how you get to space and the complexity needed to get there, as well as teaching you how to get there. My name is Josh Burns, signing off.